Alright, so in my last video, like a plum smoky eye look, I got tons of comments and questions about my hair, and I was going to film a hair look along with it, but it was already so long and I didn't want to, so I decided to separate them. But tons of you guys were wondering about my hair and how I curled it that way, and a few of you guys had wanted to see a tutorial on it. When I did my hair that way, I did put in my extensions. These are the Sapra extensions. I was sent these about 3 months ago, and I've been playing with them and reviewing them, and I've worn them quite a few times. I just recently got done with my Bellamy hair extensions, which I do have a full-on tutorial on the Bellamy extensions, which I'll link down below in case you guys were wondering about it. These are the 220 gram Sapra extensions. They are in chocolate brown. I do have a discount code for you guys linked below if you guys were wanting to check them out. I really like them. They're very, very comfortable, and they're not heavy. I did trim them just a little so that they were layered and they would match with my hair, because my natural hair goes to, you guys will see, my natural hair and then the extensions. So the first thing that you're going to need is some sort of curling wand. The one I'm using is the Numi 32mm. This one I picked up at Marshall's, I believe. I just was randomly walking through and I saw it. It was $25. I think you can get it just a couple dollars cheaper, but you don't have to worry about shipping or waiting for it, and you get it right then and there. So it did come with the glove, which I'll be honest, sometimes I forget to wear quite often, but if you are a beginner with wands, I would definitely recommend it because I burnt my shoulder. I have like marks here, my hands. So you want some sort of hairspray that's going to hold the curl, but you also want it to be able to be flexible so you can maneuver it into however you need it to. So this look doesn't require anything to be super perfect. It can be as messy as you want it to be. You just want to have everything blended in. So if you are going in with extensions, if you're not going in with extensions, this is going to be a little bit easier for you guys because you're only worrying about your hair, whereas with me, I have to have my extensions blend into my hair. So the first thing I do is I grab a section of hair. I want it to be about 1 inch, so I typically grab my hair and the extension so it blends in together. Starting about halfway in my hair, I'm going to take the wand and I'm just going to wrap it around the barrel, and I'm going to hold it like that. I like to hold it just a little bit longer and make sure that it blends in with the extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it fall, and I'm going to let it sit in my hand just for a couple seconds, and I kind of like to spray it while it's in my hand. I'm just going to let it sit in my hand for a little bit, and then I'll let it fall. And it should look something like that. So now I'm going to do it again to the next section of my hair. I'm going to wrap the hair around the barrel the opposite way. So for the first piece of hair, I went around the back side of the barrel. This time I'm going to go frontward. And this is what's going to get you that wavy, piecey hair look. So I'm going to let that fall, and then I'm going to spray it. So when I curl the pieces at the nape of my neck, I don't go all the way up to my head. I only take it halfway because people really aren't going to see the nape of your neck. So you're really only focused on the portions that's going to show through. So typically I don't curl all the way up to the top of my head on these like under pieces. Just like that. So that's what you're getting so far. It should look something like that. So I'm just going to keep going around my head. So I forgot to pull this part of my hair up, but all you're going to want to do is take the top half of your hair. I just take this part of my hair and I kind of just take it up, and I'm just going to put it in a clip. And then lastly, I work on the bottom front half because the front half is really the important part, let's be honest. So now that we have the bottom half of our hair, I'm going to go down a little bit, and I'm just going to take down the section of hair that we kind of put up. The one thing I do with my hair is when I'm working on the top half of my hair, I typically like to start my curl right around the temple of my head. I don't like to go any higher than that. I just find that it looks a lot better on my face. Once again, taking it, I'm just going to direct it back around the barrel And like I said, I'm going to start the curl right around the temple of my hair, and I'm just going to hold it with these pieces of hair. Since this is my real hair, I only hold it for about 7, 8, maybe 9 seconds. Now, keep in mind that this is going to fall a little bit more. If it's too curly for your preference, it's okay. This is going to fall down just a little bit more. If you want a tighter curl, I would recommend going in with the 25 millimeter, which I have that one. And that one, whenever I do my hair without any extensions, I typically will go to that, and that will give you those nice little tighter bit of curl. Wanted to film for you guys today because we're supposed to get quite a bit of snow tomorrow here in the Midwest, so I was like, well, a gloomy day calls for editing, so I figured I'm gonna film as much as possible. I've been filming all day, so I'm really excited. I'm getting quite a bit done. So I'm hoping to get more videos out each week if I can. Okay, so now that I have that piece of hair done, I'm going to spray it just one more time. Now what we're gonna do is once we're done curling all of our hair, just let it sit. You wanna let it sit as long as possible so that it sets. If you're gonna go out, curl your hair first and then do your makeup. You wanna let it sit like this as long as possible. So I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes and then I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm really just going to take my fingers and I'm just going to kind of separate it. You don't have to be super precise with this. All you're doing is kind of separating it and pushing it up and separating it some more. That's all you're doing, and that's pretty much it. And then if you want just a little bit more volume on the ends, what I typically do is just grab like a wide comb brush or whatever, and I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to kind of push it upward. And this is just gonna add volume at the bottom. I only add volume right at the bottom. So I'll just take a piece of hair like this, as you guys can see, and I kind of push it up. And that's about it. That is exactly how I get my hair. It's not rocket science or anything. It's super easy. You don't have to have extensions to do this, but if you guys like just long full hair, it's really pretty when you do wear extensions. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other requests on any other hair tutorials, let me know. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.